level as the cars, and then it disrupts everything. Right.
You have the raised stuff that they are building quite a bit.
There's a few places where it's raised, but there's a lot of places where it just goes right on street level.
Yeah.
Right? Which, like even today, I was stuck at an LRT crossing for, a couple minutes, like 5 minutes.
The train crossing. Trains take longer though.
Oh, okay. I have.
Hold on, I'm gonna hear over here. You got your hand up.
Did you know that Ontario is they go on
Wait, say that again?
Do you know that some of Ontario's tax money goes to take care of a giant rubber duck that moves around in Toronto?
Oh yeah. I thought that was in Vancouver.
That is so funny. Apparently there are tax dollars being spent on taking care of a giant rubber duck that floats in the water.
I pay for that.
But tell you what, grade 9s, I would rather that than some of the modern art that gets placed in cities around Canada.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a piece of
Why don't they
it's like a pipe with a piece of wood.
The silver balls are awesome, bro.
those silver talus balls are ridiculous. There's
Calgary.
the ring.
Yeah.
There's one in Montreal as well.
Really?
Yeah. So I would much rather see a giant floating duck, rubber duck, on the North Saskatchewan River every now and then than to see the it'd be enrichment.
But I get happy every time I see the silver balls.
Why?
For silver balls.
Weirdo.
You're gonna love this guy called Silver Surfer.
No, I was gonna say.
Anyone else on this slide?
Silver, they're like stainless steel and aluminum.
Okay. So you can draw another little line and maybe take notes on this, but again, people on the left, they want higher taxes, okay, more government involvement in the economy, so intervening in when it gets really extreme like communism, they basically tell you what type of clothes get produced, what items get made, what you can buy, what you're allowed to wear. And I would have to double check this, but I think on some extreme cases and during some times in the communist government in China, like it was like, you can buy 3 different colors of shirts. Right? So looking around, yeah, a lot of people wear, darker tones, but some of that might be a choice, right? You got like a tie-dye sweater there. Right? Imagine the government said no more tie-dye.
Oh no.
No more, what's your favorite color? Red? That's my favorite color too. No more red.
Blue.
Government says no more red. Revolution time.
Why? Why would they do that?
Oh no.
Well, why would they do that?
I don't know, man. It's the government.
No more red.
The right-leaning, so more conservative. The people who want less government also want less taxes.
Oh.
God, so much rock.
Man, we're about to have Noah's flood in here if that thing leaks. You're about to wash away this front row, man. Careful.
Careful, Lucas.
It's not that much water.
Okay. Less government services, smaller government, right? But hopefully more money in your pocket and more freedom in your choices. Okay.
What's that large bang sound? What's the like a bang? That was just like a rumbling.
That was a
Like a train or something.
airplane.
That sound?
Yeah, like an airplane.
Because we're right over the one of the flight paths. I forget what. It's 25, right? No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
We actually got quite a bit of stuff to do.
Can you go back to right?
No, I'm gonna move on. Okay. Okay, so this is just expanding on what the previous slides, what I've already talked about. Okay, so maybe I'll get through this quickly, but the second point is big for the left-leaning people, right? If there's a big gap in money, if the richest person has, I don't know, $1 billion and the poorest person has nothing, people on the left say, well, we need to solve that. We need to make that more equal or more fair. Okay. And a lot of these people will blame it on capitalism, which is a political ideology which came which was formally formulated kind of in the 1700s. But I'll tell you right now, kids, the more you learn about history, the more you realize there's poor people at all times of history. Okay? So the problem of financial inequality is very ancient. There's nothing new. There was broke people way long time ago. There'll be broke people in the future as well, right? And that's because, you know, the abilities and skills we have are not equally distributed.
Are you broke?
I'm not broke.
Are we broke?
Probably.
Well, everyone in Canada, more or less, is part of the top 1% on the planet. Think about it. You have electricity, you have food in grocery stores, you have a police system, you have roads, you have plumbing.
I don't see why they're fixing roads. They're perfectly fine.
It's better than no road or mud. Anybody here driven on a dirt road, mud
Yes.
road?
Oh, I got it. Car crash.
Even the dirt roads in Canada are top tier.
Who said that? Me. I said that. Girl, why are you laughing?
People who are on the right of the spectrum, grade 9s, let's make sure. I know this class is going a little bit longer. Okay. We will stop with the next discussion question. Okay, I do want to give you some time to just decompress for your next class. Okay, people on the right, they're less concerned about inequality. Okay, if there's very wealthy people, hey, good for them, right? That's good on them. Whatever they did to work hard. Sure, if they're stealing, there should still be rule of law, right? Like if they got that money illegally or immorally, you know, there should still be a legal system to prosecute them. But just because someone has a lot of money doesn't mean they're bad. Okay?
Unless they're paying.
Unless they're criminals, right? Okay, which statement do you believe more strongly and why?
No. This one.
Societies do not have to follow established traditions. Grade 9s, let's not pack up yet. It's very loud. It's disruptive. Okay. A or B, traditions provide security and stability must be respected. Which, any thoughts, any ideas? So do you think we have to follow tradition? You do? How come?
I don't know, it's good to follow what your parents and grandparents worked so hard to keep.
Okay, right, there's value in what our parents and grandparents built. For sure, in the systems established, there's value. Right, they give us a structure, for sure. Anyone else, any comments?
Yeah, because like you know, together.
Okay, right, those same traditions, those same things that we've established bring people together to an extent. Right, so you kids are more on B. Anyone on A? Should we start doing new things? Are there old traditions that maybe we should let go of?
I have a question.
Yes.
So by traditions, like what does that entail?
Tradition could be things that we've been doing for a long time period, right? So can you think of anything like that? Yeah, the government, like having an established government system could be part of that, right? Like some people think, oh, you should overthrow the government, you know, you should get rid of borders, you know, you should get rid of the family unit, right? Mom, dad, kids, parents, grandparents, children, the nuclear family, right? What's that? Okay. Anyone else? Do we think that we should start doing new things? Forget the stuff in the past.
Get rid of Christmas.
Get rid of Christmas? How come?
Too much.
With what?
Wait. Hear me out. Too much money is being spent on pointless gifts.
Well, that's the
So,
reason.
so
Christmas, isn't it?
the tradition of Christmas isn't necessarily about buying expensive gifts.
Exactly. So why spend? Why does it have to be about? Because that's what people. That's what most.
So maybe we need to go back to tradition. Right?
Exactly.
Focus on the family and the dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Back there?
No.
Last
we,
one?
We throw money at people. That's what gifts are.
Grade 9s, let's make sure we're listening. Last one.
I think that there's some traditions in the government that are pretty silly.
Is there any one that you can specifically name?
Just the like black mod tradition, where the usher of the black mod comes to the parliament and says, the governor general wants to see you in the Senate. Come to the Senate, and they have a day off, and it's like really weird.
Okay, yeah. There's some stuff that's makes a lot of sense when you don't have Wi-Fi and internet. Okay, awesome. Thank you.